Step one for BIAMATO 1 is, like for any other LCA methodology, is the quantities takeoff. A source of information is pretty much any kind of design documentation. So you can use your BIM model, you can use the drawings, you can use the cost plan to get all the quantities information and feed all this information, then all these quantities into the software. And the way to do that is there are basically three different methodologies you can use when building your LC model in eToolLCD, either as a standalone methodology or as usually happens in a combination. So we first have the excuse me. So we have the import from Revit Functionality, where you can use the eToolLCD Revit plugin to extract all element quantities and link them directly to your preferred eTool project. As mentioned previously, the big advantage of this is that it gets the quantities of elements instead of materials, so you don't really need to worry about the level of detail of your Revit model, as far as the name of the family types is correct and allows you to understand what kind of element that is. That should be all you need. You just get the total areas or volumes of the elements and link them with an appropriate template in eTool. And then we have, let's say, the semi automatic method, which is exporting your quantities as needed from any BIM software really to a CSV file, which you can then import in eToolLCD. For example, you can export directly from a BIM software like Revit or ArchiCAD or anything else that has this functionality, or use computational processes like using visual programming languages like Dynamo in Revit or Grasshopper in Rhino, and export all the quantities as needed. And finally, obviously, the manual method, in which we have all the documentation available, including cost plans, BIM models, and drawings, which we read and then manually import the quantities in the tool. And as mentioned previously, obviously you can do a combination of all of these, like a hybrid option, where you can use the BIM model, you can link your Revit model, you can use cost plan, you can use drawings, import CSV files, and all